What is happening, guys? Today I have the Leatherman Supertool 300 for you guys for review. Right off the bat, if you're looking at these things online, you should know that this Leatherman is quite large. It is a big unit. Looking at the width here, we have 3/4 of an inch wide there. We have 1 3/8 wide there. And we have 4.5 inches long there. Looking at the outside, we have our ruler, we have standard, and we have centimeters on this side. It is all stainless steel. These jaws are beefy on this thing. This thing is crazy. These jaws are 1/4 inch wide there at that spot. And they open up to 1.5 inches there. So I'll grab my tape here just to show you. So you can really get some wide stuff in there, and it comes in handy a lot. Looking at our wire cutters, we have some replaceable wire cutters there, and I haven't ran into a problem or a need to replace these, but in the event that I had to, I think I would just bring them back to the store, because most stores are pretty good with just replacing these if something breaks on them. Below that, we have our wire crimps, and honestly, I can't really comment on those. But it is a multi-tool, so being only one size, I think you're just gonna have to take what you get with this. So I'm not really putting a whole lot of money on them being too great. And then just as an example here, when you go and grip something with these, and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna try to. You don't bend those jaws, and I was really trying there. You're not gonna bend these jaws. These jaws are stout, so that is pretty cool about these. Opening up here, we have a serrated knife, and this knife, guys, is wicked sharp. It is a great knife. It's straight there, and then the rest is serrated, and I have used this knife a ton. It's a really great knife, and it stays sharp for a pretty long time. Going on, we have our bottle/can opener here. And this works very well. Also, you can open a can almost as fast as one of those, handheld twist types. And here we go. We have the Phillips, and this Phillips is pretty awesome, and was another deciding factor for me to keep the 300 here. The Phillips just fits screws very well. It does a great job, and we have about a 1.5 inch long shank here, so that works out pretty great for trying to get into things and do what you got to do there. So this Phillips is just amazing. Leatherman is pretty well known for making a good working Phillips. And here we go. This is the smallest flat blade screwdriver on this Leatherman, and I'm going to be honest, this one isn't that great. I've broken, I think, 2 of these now. And the size is just a little too big to do most things that you want to do with it. So I'm not super impressed with that, but it does have its place, and it does work pretty good. Here we have a saw for, wood, obviously, or whatever. I've used it for plastic before, and it does pretty good. It's pretty aggressive. And it's pretty thin, so it's a nice unit. Nothing special, but it works good. And over here on this side, we have a regular straight blade knife, and yet again, it is a multi-tool, so it's not too impressive. And given the price point, it performs well. It performs very well for how much this thing costs. Next up, we have our medium size and our larger size flat blade screwdrivers, and these things do work very well. You can put a decent amount of torque on these guys, twisting torque, before they would break. I haven't broken either one of these. Like I said, I broke 2 of the smaller ones. I haven't broken either one of these. I suppose you could probably snap these pretty easy if you were prying, if you're doing that number, but that's not what they're made for, so try to not do that. And going on, I'm not even sure what this thing is called, but it's some kind of, you know, honestly, I've used it a couple times to punch holes in my belts to, you know, add another hole to my belt. And here we go, we have a lanyard deal. Never used it. I don't see why I wouldn't do the job, though. And here we go, we have a file. And as you notice, one side is smooth here and one side is the file side, which comes in handy if you're ever, if you gotta, like if you're gonna file my thumb tip there and you don't want to file the surface below, then having a smooth side is nice so that you can just file what you want there. So that's kind of cool. And then yeah, I should show you the locking mechanism. So we open our knife here, and on the back we have this notch, and that notch locks into our lock here. So if you watch, there we are, we're locked in. And to release, they use the handle as a spring to keep the lock engaged, and it works good. Never had it fail. It's a nice unit. So guys, this is it's a very good Leatherman. I love this thing. If you can get past the size and the weight of it, I think you would like it too. Some people can't do that. Some people don't like something that huge. Like me, I carry it in my back left pocket, and sitting down when I first got it was kind of awkward. It kind of hurt, and now I don't even notice it hardly. So it is a good unit though. I was deciding between this one and the Leatherman Wave. I had actually lost this one. I refound it later, but I went about a month without a Leatherman, and I decided I need another Leatherman. I use this thing at least 5 times a day, if not more. And I'm gonna have to say that I usually use it a lot more than 5 times a day. So I needed one. So I went to the store and I started looking at this one, and I started looking at the Wave, and they're both about the same price. And I was really kind of stuck for a while. It took me a little while to decide, but ultimately what drove me to get the Leatherman Supertool 300 was the jaws on this thing. You just can't bend these, whereas on the Wave they're quite a bit lighter. And the Wave has, instead of having that style Phillips there, it's got like a flat Phillips. It's kind of weird, and it doesn't work. I've had a Wave in the past, and it just never really worked. And that Phillips is probably my go-to with this tool, and that's what ultimately sold me on the Supertool 300. But then the Wave has that tiny flat blade screwdriver. It's really small. It's like a needle almost. It's got it's reversible, so you can go from flat blade to a Phillips. And that is pretty cool. When I had my Wave, I used that a ton. It really came in handy a lot. But that's what I got for you guys. So if, you know, I don't know what else might be important to you, but like I said, that Phillips was important to me. And the jaws being stout were really important to me. I've had a decent amount of different styles of Leathermans in the past, and the jaws bending always kind of screwed me up, and it just wasn't a favorite feature of mine, of the smaller, lighter jaws. So guys, that's what I got for you. I am new to making YouTube videos. I'm just starting this. I'm hoping to provide you guys with some good content, but you know, it's a learning process. I'm learning how to do this stuff. So if you guys could, you know, give me a like and even give me a comment and let me know what I'm doing, good or bad, down below. If you could just let me know, that'd be cool. Some engagement would really be helpful. I'm really trying to make good, honest videos for you. Leatherman isn't paying me to do this. I've only got, this would be my second video now, so they're not paying me to do this. I'm just doing this because I think it's a great tool, and I just wanted to show you guys what it's all about. So yeah, if you could like this video, maybe engage down below with some comments and even subscribe, that would be huge. That would be a great help to me. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck deciding what type of Leatherman that you want to get. Until next time, thank you guys.